Tennessee's Wild Side is a presentation of the Jackson Foundation.
Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. The world of the wild gives us a lot to love and to learn. We enjoy nature around us, but maybe our knowledge is just a little bit limited. It may be as simple as trying to identify all the birds in your backyard, or wondering what the trees are growing in your neighborhood. If you want to learn more about the wildness surrounding us, you might consider signing up for the Tennessee Naturalist Program.
This is one time where we give you permission to get off of the trail. First thing I want to do is get behind it. And I'm going to bend down and I'm going to pull it up toward me. Now, why am I doing it that way? Whatever is under there, if it is dangerous, you're going to have something between you and it.
Exploring nature requires respect. There's a lot to learn in order to become a certified naturalist, and much of it takes place before the hands-on field trips begin.
What folks don't know a lot of the time is that Tennessee is the salamander capital of the world.
Today's classroom lesson at Owls Hill Nature Sanctuary in Brentwood is about reptiles and amphibians.
This is the true mole salamander.
The instructors are Pandy Upchurch, one of the Tennessee Naturalist Program founders, and Bob English.
Just know that you can have frogs and toads calling any time of the year, in Tennessee.
Whose audio recordings, plus incredible pictures, reflect his up-close and personal knowledge of toads and frogs.
It was a very different sort of photography for me when I first took it up. I was taking pictures of stars and stuff like that. I went from that to being on my stomach, on the ground, scrunching around in the leaves, some of these pictures are taken from 8 inches away of a frog that's wild in nature. It's carefully approaching them to get that close.
It's the kind of expert experience that's worth sharing. The vivid images both David and Pandy have captured help students see and hear the call of the wild.
Gray tree frogs in the background. We'll be doing about 2 hours indoors, 2 hours outdoors, sort of to get everybody some real world experience out here and actually have them listening to frogs and toads.
We're going to be throwing a ton of information at them today. This is a quiz. Are you ready? Is this a venomous snake or a non-venomous snake? Excellent, excellent, very good.
It was a need for volunteers that motivated creation of the Tennessee Naturalist Program in the first place.
It was when a group of naturalists across the state just started wondering, how we could educate the general public across Tennessee about the nature of Tennessee, and then help them give back to nature centers, parks, and that sort of thing. So it got started around 2010, and actually Owls Hill is the pilot nature center for the Tennessee Naturalist Program. Frogs and salamanders, they can actually smell fish.
The training is now available in multiple locations all across the state.
Students do 40 hours of classroom work, and then they also complete 40 hours of volunteer service.
15 people to a class. We offer 2 classes. We're one of the only chapters that currently do that. And they typically fill out, once we open up registration, it fills out in minutes. It's that popular.
She may be ready to make a burrow under that rock, and she will stay with those eggs.
Every now and then, success in the Tennessee Naturalist Program can lead to a new job.
I had a whole other career for about 15 years, and I kind of was seeing that wasn't going to be something that I wanted to do forever. Owls Hill is 300 acres of permanently protected wildlife habitat. Through the Tennessee Naturalist Program, I got connected with Owls Hill, was a volunteer here until I was hired here about 5 years ago. I come to work and I get to hear the frogs and love getting to share nature with people of all ages.
So we planned it out to where there would be 10 classes, about 10 weeks of training, and each class is 4 hours long. So it's 40 hours of training that they get, the volunteers, the naturalists get, in everything from the geology of Tennessee to the trees of Tennessee, mammals, amphibians and reptiles, birds, and how to be a naturalist in general. There's even classes on, when you get finished with this training, how are you going to come back and help us? And part of that was through programming. This is how you do a good naturalist program. This is how you lead a nature hike. We can kind of move into this area if you're comfortable doing that and find any log or rock. Yeah, there's one right there.
The hike these students are taking this afternoon is all about searching for wildlife in a natural habitat.
There's lots of species of amphibians and reptiles here. You know, this place is home to a lot of animals, plants and animals.
And it doesn't take long to start finding them.
What you got?
We have a salamander here. Very interesting looking one.
Oh my
Look
gosh,
at that.
look at that! Who can tell us what this is? Remember?
Is it an eft?
An heft! Very good! Oh, how cool. Did you find that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there you go. That's the
Very
eft
cool.
stage of the red-spotted newt.
Yeah.
And so this, you know, it's a juvenile now, and it's out on the land, and then as it gets older, grows up, you know, 2 to 7 years, then it's gonna go back to the pond to become an adult.
So students are inspired to keep digging for additional discoveries.
I just found a little salamander. It is a zigzag salamander, and I feel very happy that I found it because it was a little cute little salamander, like smaller than my hand.
Exploration brings evidence of animal life almost everywhere.
Mammal activity?
I just found this shell under that clump of grass that had fallen down the hill.
Yep, definitely a box turtle. Now, this is all bone, you know, so it's lost its scales, and so we're looking at the true skeleton.
Oh, he went back in his hole.
Oh, there he is. Goodness gracious.
That means the creek is nice and healthy if you see these guys.
As this journey through the wild continues, we learn that each individual in the class has their own personal reasons for being here.
Well, my goal was to be more knowledgeable about the native species that I could encourage in my vegetable garden.
That day we did insects. I learned a lot about bees and what bees to watch for and the difference between native bees and honeybees, and all of that just makes looking around in your own backyard so much more fun.
I think just learning what the plants you see are, what the animals you see are, identifying the species that are in your neighborhood makes the world a little friendlier, I think. You know what the tree down the street is, you know what that bird that comes to your window is. And I think there's a personal connection there too.
You never know with nature, right? 2 bats, looks like there's a new hatch, so they're just feeding along the water here. Pretty amazing. We finished with red backs. We saw salamanders, we saw eggs, everything that we wanted to see today.
So the whole purpose, the mission of the Tennessee Naturalist Program is to inspire the desire to learn. We don't expect them to truly digest all of that today, but what we want is for them to get so interested in this stuff that they go, God, I want to learn more about that.
It was fun hanging out with the students and their instructors. If you want to know more about the Naturalist Program, all you got to do is go to our website, wildsidetv.com, and it will lead you to more information.